Mukbanging, mukbang. Oh, we hanging, we bang. Oh, we banging. What's up, Yummy Biters? Welcome back to another episode of Yummybitestv. Y'all, today we are having date night and we are eating Steak 48, one of our favorite places to eat, y'all. I have a ribeye, bone-in ribeye. I have some sauteed corn. I have their creamy mac and cheese. I have their potatoes au gratin. They're beautiful rolls, y'all. Oh my God. A Caesar salad. Marisho has the... what's that kind of meat?
That's that prime, ain't it? Is the prime strip?
Yeah.
Did
you say prime strip?
What is that? It's not a New York strip, is it? I forgot what it is.
You can't remember?
Yeah, I don't remember.
New York strip, I think. Yeah, you're right. New York strip. Something strip.
Some kind of strip. I don't think it might not be New York. But anyway, it's the... What is that? I wish I knew. It's on the tip of my tongue. I think it started with a P. But anyway, it's the most delicious cut. It's better than her ribeye.
No, it ain't.
Who know what this long, thick steak is? Yeah. Them delicious potatoes got me a double order. She got me some corn. I guess you figured I needed some
corn.
Vegetables.
Exactly. What?
I'm just making sure.
And you got some rolls. Show them the cake, y'all. We got a decadent chocolate cake. Show them. Put it in that good camera so they can see.
Yeah, I can't wait to get into that.
Yes, y'all see it better when we break into it. Yeah, I got me some wine in a champagne glass with a straw. Yeah.
And I left my drink over there. I'll be right back. Some of that delicious Lipton sweet tea with some I squeezed me 2 lemons up in there.
Fresh lemons, y'all. Ooh, Lord, y'all, I'm so hungry. Let them see your good old steakums. Is that good?
Now let the congregation pray. God is great and God is good. Let's thank Him for this food blessed.
Amen. Amen and amen. Oh, mac and cheese. Mac and cheese. Yes. Happy Friday, y'all. Happy Friday. Yeah, I took the straw out of my glass, but I am still using a champagne glass with wine. It's okay. Because guess what? I broke my wine glass. Sitting outside chilling.
How you do that?
I dropped it.
Chilling too hard, huh?
Straight up. It was a bad accident. On my way to get this food, oh my gosh. It was somebody drag racing a couple minutes before I saw the accident. You know what I'm talking about, going fast and weaving and doing all that.
Was it?
A couple minutes down the road,
It was
after I saw that, I don't even know. I can't even remember like what the car looked like. But this car was balled up like a piece of paper.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Slow down, people. Moral to the story. Wherever
Please
you going,
slow down.
Wherever you going, it's gonna be there when you get there.
When I tell
Even if
you,
it's 5 minutes later, it's gonna be all right.
I have seen that so many times since the quarantine. Oh my gosh. It's like people are so happy to be out, they don't know what to do. Houston drivers, when I tell y'all, like, I used to be one of them. We're really bad drivers in Houston. I don't know what is going on, but take a yummy bite. I got some steak sauce on there. Ooh, there you go. It's perfect. Potatoes au gratin. The said this is a one that a lot of people like. Oh. Oh. Oh, yummy.
Yeah, that look fancy.
Oh, that's so good. Y'all. And then it was raining. Like, you should know better than to be trying to drag race on a freeway when it's raining. Just ridiculous. You should have seen that car. I ain't never seen nothing like that in my life.
So it'd be safe to say that whoever was in there
I hope
survive.
not. I mean, I hope they did. I hope they did survive. The police, they were on the scene really fast. I don't know how. They must have already been on the freeway.
We so hungry.
Yeah. You've been waiting all day to eat. Well, I didn't wait all day to eat. I had a little something. Caesar salad is banging.
You ate some of your steak yet? Is it as good as it was last time to you?
Yeah. What good is it?
It ain't as good as it was last time.
It didn't have any pink in it. I know mine don't have any pink
mine
either.
do. No,
You do?
Yeah, look.
Oh, mine doesn't.
Well,
Mine is still good. It is delicious. Look at Bobby. What y'all eating? Nothing for you, Bobby. Nothing for Bubba.
I'm glad he didn't lose his thing outside.
I know. I had a feeling he was still gonna have it. You just be Lord have mercy. And now he's gonna lose. Chill. You taste the bread? How is it?
It's cool. A little garlicky, you know. It survived the 1 minute zapping in the microwave. It's still good.
I thought it was gonna be like sweet, but it's not. It looks like rolls to me. Yeah, it's time to eat.
The macaroni is good because it don't look good.
It's all right. It's still not as creamy as I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah,
like
I see it ain't no cream.
They be messing up by putting breadcrumbs in it. Like that makes it.
That's what I see.
That squeezes the moisture out of. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And it sucked all the creaminess up.
the flavor is definitely good though.
Y'all want a piece of that meat? Let's let the camera focus in on this perfection of meat right here.
If you're patient enough to let it focus.
Why I want to focus?
Put it over. Close? No, just leave it still. Boom.
Oh, there it is. Look at that. You want a bite of that?
I better take a yummy bite. So what's wrong with your steak?
No wrong with it.
Oh, what you talking about then? So ain't nothing wrong with it.
Just seems like it's not as good as last time.
Really?
You know? Last time it made me want to hoot and holler.
Yeah, I could not deal with those other nails. That first set that y'all saw me with, they were too long. When I tell y'all I couldn't get nothing done, I had to pluck them off. I don't see how people do it.
Bravo to that. For choosing to be functional.
Yeah.
Rather than, you know what I'm saying?
I could not do it.
Because if you got to choose functionality, some people out here probably living like handicapped, walking around like this. Can you do it? Open my can for me? Because I can't open it. Can you do?
I could barely button my shirt. I'm like, there's lots of things I couldn't do. I mean, I couldn't deal with it.
What'd you say? You had trouble?
Don't. Because I said there's lots of things I couldn't do. I done covered it already.
Hey, you can't even do that.
I know he was gonna try to. Don't.
The first day you got them nails, and you asked me can you wash them plates?
Yeah.
Because I can't do it because of my nails. I'm like, after I hung up the phone, I'm like, what? I can't do it because of my nails. Wait a minute, man.
And of course he didn't do it. I had to come home.
How did we get to this point?
And wash the daggone plates.
I was gonna do it. I just ain't get to it. But I was doing it. I was gonna do it regretfully.
I know you would. I already know you was gonna have an attitude. I already know.
That day you had some nails on that you can't even function with. Are you serious? You can't be serious. I'm shout out to you for deciding to take them off.
Yeah. Nobody got time for that. I had a bunch of other sets I can wear.
That you can function in?
Yeah.
What was the problem? They were too long?
They were too long. Way too long. Woo!
So what you're saying is every woman walk, because they didn't even seem that long. I just seen some way longer than that.
Exactly,
so
me
people
too.
with nails that long can't function?
Man.
I didn't know that.
They make hands. Maybe they have, perfected the art of wearing long nails and being functional. But honey, no. I didn't feel like learning. Like, it's not that serious to wear long nails. Oh, baby. I swear they play this song so much. Oh, right. See how they stacked them potatoes up really thinly sliced?
And then put cheese between
it? I don't know. It's just good. Y'all beware. Their sides are huge. Okay? So, you don't have to get a lot of sides. You really don't.
Yeah, I didn't need
2
2
sides
potatoes.
is good enough.
I thought I needed 2 potatoes.
Yeah, you really didn't.
But probably if you wouldn't have got that corn, I might have would have ate all the potatoes.
Oh, yeah. But I know you like corn though, right? With your steak and potatoes?
I never had corn with potatoes. I mean with steak. Like fried chicken with...
Yes, you have.
No. I eat this combination of mashed potatoes and corn with like fried chicken. That's my fried chicken because it come like that in TV.
I've seen you eat it with turnover steak. Sorry, I have.
Okay, maybe in the house. Yeah, maybe I'll make some mock shoe. Yeah.
That reminds me of mock shoe. Y'all, mock shoe is
fried corn. I'm sure they know what that is.
No, they don't. I didn't even know what mock shoe was when I met you.
But I mean, everybody should know. To me, it's fried corn. You know, mock shoe is, what is that, Indian? I don't even know.
Exactly. Nobody's gonna. A lot of people are not gonna know what that is.
Yeah, but that's probably like Louisiana. You know, where you use the whole kernel of the corn and then boil it and then take it off and then milk the cob. I don't even know about how to milk the cob. I think you scrape it with a knife or something. Anyway. But you know, when I make so-called mock shoe, I'm just frying some corn with some onions, garlic, maybe some bell pepper.
Yeah.
A lot of butter. Cayenne pepper, good seasoning. Fried until that butter is coating the corn and it's golden brown.
You haven't done that in so long. Oh my God.
I got tired of eating.
Boy, you used to cook, boy. You used to be so good. Like, you don't do none of that no more. Like, sometimes I wish we could go back to the olden days. You know what I'm saying? When we used to cook at home all the time because we really just couldn't afford to eat out. You know, unless we went to CC's.
Bro, we used to go to all kind of restaurants. What are you talking about?
Stop it.
What?
Oh, I guess I'm talking about when we moved to Bryan. When we moved to Bryan, but whatever. I know you don't like to talk about that. Yeah, we did. But that was just me and you. We would go to a lot of restaurants back in the day. It was way back in the day. My meat is so tender.
CC used to be fun.
Yeah.
It's nothing better than like taking kids. If
was.
you're going to take kids with you out to eat, going somewhere that's kid friendly.
Yeah.
Then you ain't got to worry about, oh, my kids doing my kids. It's a place for kids. They can run around and just whatever.
I mean, all they could do was eat pizza and
But nah, if they want to hop from the table to the arcade and play, they could do it. You know what I'm saying? And nobody looking at you crazy like you in a regular restaurant.
That's when it was stressful. Oh my God. We went to that Chinese restaurant. It was a buffet with everybody, and it was just so stressful. I can't even remember why, but it was so. Oh my God, we wanted to hurry up and leave.
Yeah. This is the best steak. Yeah. Wow. I think this is a New York strip. Yeah.
It is.
What the hell? What was that? Did like knowledge be stolen both at the same time? Like, what the hell?
I was like, yeah, that's a New York strip.
Yeah, I mean, that was weird. Yesterday we had both said, like,
We're living together too long. What did you just do?
That was some seeds.
Oh, I thought that was corn.
Nah.
I'm like, what?
What's up with this cake? You want to see what the cake's all about? Because I know you're full over there.
I didn't want to be full.
I want some of this.
Yeah. Get you a corner. You barely got any potatoes.
That's what I was thinking.
Look, let me do it for you.
I mean, I want some of that corn cheese, though, at the same time.
Some corn
but
cheese.
that corn on there.
delicious to me. Okay. It got some type of creamy gravy or something up in there.
Yeah.
It's so good.
That's way more exciting than my mashed taters.
Yeah. You said those were so good.
They was. I don't know what maybe like last time. You know, I guess sometimes your taste buds is
on fire.
Easily
yeah,
like,
exactly.
My taste buds like I done been there, done that. Last time it was the first time.
Yeah.
It's nothing like the first time.
Exactly.
Who remembers the first? Talk to me in the comment section.
Exactly. This gonna be a good meal for tomorrow. And yes, I want my food. So how's everybody been doing? I know we've been preoccupied with eating. It's an eating show. Y'all, this is what is this? Green apple wine, y'all. And it's delicious.
You must have just got that, huh? I never seen that.
I got a little bit ago. It should have been sitting over there. It's that $3.50 special. Dollar General.
It's sparkling. It look good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
It look nice and light.
Right, it is. Okay. Want to bring that chocolate cake over here?
Heard him time. Hold on.
Y'all, this is a lot of food. Little do y'all know, it really just is. And they're probably thinking we didn't hardly eat anything, but we did. Everything is big on this plate. Look at that cake. You want to open up the berries? You're not going to put them on the cake?
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
Well, when you can dip in there and get it.
Oops, excuse me. What you said? Let's let them see us dig in there. Uh-oh. Y'all see? Oh, shoot, skins.
Yeah, that cake looking too good to even try to mess it up with some raspberries. I don't know.
Y'all, look at that. It's so
I gotta see what that's talking about.
Let me let them see the inside, because they didn't get to see the layers of it all. Y'all, look at the layers. Do y'all see the layers? Oh my gosh, look at the layers. Okay. Want to get you a bite so we can take our bites together?
Oh. Yeah, got that cone. Y'all see I got that cone.
You ready?
Yeah. Wow. Wow. That is
It has chocolate ganache in it.
Okay, I'm like, what is that, pudding?
Ganache,
Is
y'all.
that icing?
Ganache.
That ganache is getting with me.
Oh my goodness. Dare I take another bite?
Man, that's some good stuff.
Oh. Those are raspberries, baby.
Wow.
What? Oh, I thought that was a noodle.
What was this? Some white chocolate?
That is white chocolate, my
The
man.
hell?
That is white chocolate. Yeah.
Wow.
If we were in a restaurant, the presentation would have been immaculate. They had to put it in a freaking box.
Mm-hmm.
So those white chocolate pieces probably would have been, on the top of the
exactly. Like this,
Oh, nice and pretty and stuff. The raspberries would have been dripping down the sides of the cake.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the one thing you miss out on.
This is good. Oh my goodness. Lord knows I need to stop. Oh, it's good and rich. It's so good, y'all. You
can say that again.
You want one more?
Nah, I'm good on that.
I'm embarrassed because I want another bite.
Yeah, that's a lot of sugar up in there.
I know it is. I can barely even talk. It's all stuck up in here and stuff.
I'm gonna need some meat to cut that.
Oh my goodness. Well, y'all go Steak 48 if you've ever been. What do you get when you go there that we haven't tried yet? I want to say happy birthday to Dawn, y'all. Today is Dawn's birthday. I know y'all gonna get it the day after. Her birthday. Dawn, I'm so sorry I was not able to do the lobster tails. She wanted me to do lobster tails today. I'm so sorry. But I will do it. I'm sorry, but just not exactly on your birthday. But happy birthday to Dawn. Y'all make sure y'all flood the comments with happy birthdays for Dawn. Not belated either, okay? Just say happy birthday. Oh, excuse me. It is her birthday. I should have sent her a message today. But I was trying to make sure that I did it in the video.
Boy, Joker gonna sleep good tonight.
Oh my God.
That cooked blood, I can taste it.
What? Hey, you done just messed up everything. God, dog. What?
Good meat. I love some meat. Man, that's good.
Yeah. Oh, this was delicious. Y'all, Steak 48, y'all need to work on the creaminess of your mac and cheese.
They say they ain't about mac and cheese, baby. It's Steak 48.
No, but it's how much they be charging for these sides, they need to perfect everything. Everything needs to be perfected. For real. I could see if it was McDonald's making mac and cheese. No, this is Steak 48. Come on now. I need the creaminess to come with it. This is the same mac and cheese y'all gave me last time that I had to get a gift card for.
Now you know.
I need
stay away from the mac and cheese.
For y'all to get this mac and cheese creamy. Because it's still that same consistency, gritty.
I'm sure that's what they're going for.
No, they're not. No, they're not. The manager told me it is not supposed to be gritty. That means that it was overcooked.
Yeah, but whoever's working over there insists that they need that grit. They don't care what he say. They still serving that grit.
It's still gritty. Now I'm convinced that this is just how their mac and cheese is, because the first mac and cheese I had was the mac and cheese with king crab in it. And this time I was just like, I'm just gonna get the mac and cheese without the king crab, because it just really wasn't all, you know what I'm saying, what it was cracked up to be, because I guess because it was gritty. But y'all, it's still gritty. But the flavor is good. That's the thing. They have the flavor down packed. It's just the creaminess is not there. Okay. And that's the food review.
Stroganoff good though. Is that what that's called? What is that?
No. He said stroganoff. Potatoes are gratin.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we've had that out the box.
Exactly.
Okay.
But that ain't what this is. This is that good homemade.
All right, I got you.
Okay. I can't eat another bite.
Hurt me.
Not another bite.
This is birthday boy steak right here.
Oh my gosh. Oh. So what's been going on? Nothing?
I don't even know. I'm in all of my
me
car
neither.
world. I don't even. You know, Biden became president. I haven't watched one thing. I didn't watch.
Me neither.
Nothing at all. So
I haven't either. No. I mean, I think I watched him walking up the stairs. It was like a clip or something. I mean, did they even televise like the party and stuff? And how were they having a party with COVID going on? Like, was everybody wearing masks? Did y'all see the party? Did they show it? Because I know they had performers and stuff. I think I don't even want to say who it was because I can't remember. I know it was a rock. Somebody rock. I don't know who else. I don't know. I really don't. But
any black people perform?
I didn't hear of any black people. It might have been. I don't know.
You may have to have at least one token.
Exactly. Exactly.
I was wondering who the token was.
Because when I heard the people, I was like, okay, there's no black people performing? So, I know. So, yeah.
Wow. We're living our own bubble, huh? It's got to be something
Pretty
going
much.
on. Wow, I know of nothing interesting.
All I know is a mess that's going on right now. And I don't want to discuss the mess that's going on right now in these YouTube streets. Yeah, so.
Oh, you talking about the mess that you
that
you told me about last night?
Yeah. Okay.
Well, that's a little.
So we like to keep the mess to ourselves, you know. But yeah, I don't know what else is going on except for we have a new president. You know. What else? The food was good. We finally had a date night. You know. I don't know. You be watching all kind of interesting stuff.
Man, stuff I'm on ain't even none, you know.
What do you mean? You tell them this stuff all the time.
I signed up for a seminar with Billy Carson on January 31st. 6-hour seminar.
Talk about what?
On the
Are you serious?
The Anunnaki and the Atlanteans.
Now, how in the world are you gonna have carve out 5 or 6 hours out of your day?
I'm gonna have to make time.
How are you gonna do that?
Easy. Take the day off, number one. Number two, set an alarm. I had to pay for it, $78.
What?
Yeah, I'm talking about gonna be giving. He's super smart. He got a best-selling book called Compendium of the Emerald Tablets. That's the kind of stuff I'm in. You know what I'm saying? Like ancient knowledge, like stuff that I'm not supposed to know. You know what I'm saying?
That's the stuff you want to know, huh?
Yes, exactly. The stuff that was hidden from me. You know what I'm saying? This is the secret knowledge.
He don't like secrets at all. He want to know all the secrets.
Yeah. Nothing else. The fake world is not interesting to me. I'm interested in the real world. I'm off in that crazy stuff to the simple mind. So yeah. We get to the bottom of it. He promised to answer all questions and leave no confusion. And he gonna even take questions for an hour when he done. So
this is gonna be over Zoom or something? Like what?
Yeah, on the internet. He gonna tap us in. We're gonna have access to go to access to what the rovers that's on Mars. Some kind of way we're gonna have some cameras on Mars.
What?
And looking at anomalies and stuff like pyramids and things of that nature.
Pyramids on Mars.
Yeah, the same people who colonized, who came here, had pyramids on the Earth. The same thing happened on Mars. It's the Anunnaki. So he gonna get into.
So the aliens built the pyramids on Mars too?
Yeah. Some deep stuff. I mean, I'm excited for that. I can't wait.
Well, I'm pretty sure you are if you get to see pyramids on Mars. Like, I would like to see that too.
I'm more interested in the knowledge. I don't really care. It's cool to see the pictures. I'm more interested in what he got to say. You know what I'm saying? Because I get pieces here and pieces there, and I connect my own dots. I'm interested to see what his overall connection is, to see if it line up. Because I'm trying to gain a greater understanding of things that has pretty much yet to be reached. Pretty much so. You know what I'm saying?
What's his name again?
Billy Carson.
I've heard of him before. Who is Billy Carson?
Forbidden knowledge. He was like he's super smart. Like he used to like he knows astrophysics, like all kind of he's super smart. I don't know his history. Mm-hmm. But you can Google it.
He probably has the same name as somebody else because Billy Carson sounds like an entertainer to me.
Yeah, he definitely not an entertainer. But,
okay, so
he is an entertainer. But if people who seek that wisdom, that I love that. I can sit and listen to him talk for hours, and I will.
You sure are. Wow.
Yeah. That's what I'm interested. Like when I read the Bible when I was a kid, and it say, I think it's Genesis 3, the sons of God saw how beautiful the daughters of men were. So they came down from heaven and took them as wives, as many as they wanted, and reproduced with them, and created the Nephilim, the race of giants on them. Like I'm interested in that. Like the Bible just like it's a paragraph or two and then they pass it. I'm like, no, sir, bring that back. So like the stuff I'm into is like there's a whole.
The angels came
like
down?
what the Bible says in 2 paragraphs and like overlooking it, it's not even serious to the Bible. That's a whole world of knowledge.
You said the angels came down and
the sons of God, yeah.
Those are the angels.
It's what. See, that's the thing,
right?
What you call something, that ain't what it is. Like somebody, you could know me by a certain name, right? And somebody else could know me by a different name. And then somebody else yet could know me by yet another name. And all kind of, I could be known as 5 different things. Like seriously, and I am, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So if somebody talking about you later on down the line, it might sound like you talking about all kind of different stuff. It'd be different religions, following different deities with different names. Mm-hmm. Really, it's just it's your understanding of what you saw. And really, it's the information that's been handed down to you from the people who witnessed and who were a part of something and trying to make you understand. And people come out, a bird might, it'd be a bird, but it's called all kind of different names. Mm-hmm. But it's one bird, it's one animal. Right. Something happened. Mm-hmm. But it's all kind of different twists on the tail and all kind of stuff. Something happened.
People trying to understand.
Yeah.
Who it was.
People like me, yeah. Like the world, the powers that be don't really want you to know what's really going on here, who we are, how we got here, what's going on, what's going on. They don't want you. They want you deaf, dumb, and blind. Just going to work. Make sure you working hard, paying your taxes, so we can eat off of you.
They don't want people to ask questions.
Follow the rules. Let us guide you. You know what I'm saying? Be a sheep. Don't ask questions. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm.
And you're a question asker.
What?
You be wanting to know everything.
I need a shirt with the word "why."
Exactly.
Can't tell me something. Don't tell me why.
Leia needs the same shirt.
That's my child. That's why I know
why this and why that. And oh my gosh.
That's like when Twitch banned me. They never told me why. Still, they haven't told me why. I've sent 3 requests. 3 separate requests requesting to know why, and they nothing. But yet they gave me a link to get it undone. So now I'm back on there.
Right.
But still ain't told me what I did wrong. Can I learn from that situation?
No.
That's a bad parent who punished somebody and don't tell them why. Got to always tell them why. Make them understand. You know what I'm saying? Feed their mind. Then you won't have to control them with their arm, with your arm. You know what I'm saying?
I remember my friend Tamara. You remember Tamara?
Yeah.
Her mama would tell her something. She would always want to know why. Oh my God, that was her favorite word. And I would always be like, Tamara, because she said.
Because she want to understand.
Why. But she would really want to know why.
And her mama wouldn't tell her. She would say, because I said so, huh?
Yeah. But why, mama? But why? I mean, she would be passionate about it, too. I would think her mama was going to slap her.
She just wanted to understand.
But, yeah. Some
like,
kids are like that. They want to know why they can't go to the mall. They want to know why. What is the reason?
Half the time, if you make them understand, then you don't have to force them to do stuff. Then they'll understand, like, oh, okay, well, thank you for letting me know. You got to teach them and guide them. You can't just expect to tell them what to do and don't tell them why. They're not going to learn like that.
But why would you need to tell a child why they need to wash the dishes? Or why they need to clean their room? Or, like, why does that need an explanation? Oh, you don't want to answer that?
You like turning it into something else.
I'm not either. Those are some of the things. You know,
sometimes
kids ask why they have to do those things.
I mean, that's a good question to ask. If a child don't even understand why they need to be clean, then yes, of course, you need to break it down to them.
Okay.
You know. But like say, for example, the child, you might tell the child to clean the room, and the child be like, okay, well, I was taking a nap. Can I clean it when I get up? And you're like, no, clean it now. And they don't know why. Why can't I finish taking my nap? Why I gotta clean it right now? What difference does it make? So you know, if you're gonna be like that, if you're gonna force your will on somebody that's in opposition to what they want to do, and what makes sense to them, then you should have a reason why. You know.
Oh, so if it doesn't make sense to them, you need to have a reason why.
No, you always have a reason for everything you do, but especially if you're going, like I just said, like that example.
I mean, wouldn't the reason be because the kitchen is dirty?
If it would be in that situation.
Wouldn't that be the reason? Because, I mean, to me, that's like common sense because the kitchen's dirty. But I can see why somebody would want to take a shower first.
I had a friend. Listen, hold on. I had a friend one time when I was a little bitty kid. He came over to spend the night, and I think I don't know how I remember this. I was like 7 years old, and I think he was like 9. We was in the front room with my mom. She watching TV. You know, we little kids, and they start kissing on TV. So she like, close your eyes. And I don't know what he said, but I seen that before.
My mom used to turn the channel.
Yeah. Next thing you know, she asking him questions, he answering them, and he showing her how you know, there's all kind of stuff. Yeah, she showed how much, you know, he was nasty. He knew more stuff than what he should have, you know. So she didn't want me to play with him.
He was talking to your mama?
No.
Wait, what?
Like it started with like she wanted like y'all close your eyes, and I don't remember what he said, but like, you know, like, oh, I seen that before or whatever.
Oh, okay.
And that, you know, that's how I got into it.
And she didn't want you to play with him though.
She didn't want to play with him after that. But that's a perfect example. Like you could instead of just tell the child, I don't want you to play with him no more. You know, explain to him. He knows. You know, he's going to expose you to some things that's going to be harmful to you later on in life. Mm-hmm. You know, try to make. That's probably not a good example. It was good before I got started on the story, but. I'm going to make it simple. Hypothetically speaking, if you tell your child, don't go down this road right here, but they want to go down that road so bad because it's a shortcut to where they're trying to get to. Mm-hmm. If you tell them there's a werewolf on that road and he might grab you and eat you, then they will understand why. Then you wouldn't have to, as opposed to you saying I said so.
Right.
Now you got to hope and pray that they listen to you. Now you got to be watching and worried and, you know, just to make sure. Whereas you could have just told them and they would, gladly stay away from that. You know, you could tell your child, I don't want you, you can't have no boyfriend. And then be like, why? And then you show them pictures of people with genital, with sexual transmitted, you know, nasty looking genitals from, you know what I'm saying? And show them like, this is what a boy gonna do to you. But like, show them why.
That's from having ex say. That's not from having a boyfriend. What boys I know.
And you can make them watch a documentary on sexual attraction and how it's Mother Nature's way of getting people to have, to mate.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So you think they're cute because Mother Nature wants you to mate with him. You know, you gotta stay away. It's always best. I don't care if it makes sense or not. It's perfect sense. If you want somebody to do something, tell them why. And these are different children being born now. They call what they call.
Oh yeah, they're indigo way children. Different.
They call it,
we didn't have questions.
Respect. Yeah, they won't.
We didn't have questions. We didn't think that we needed and deserved respect. We respected our parents, and that was it. Period.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's a different breed now. That was good followers.
That's it. We were really good children. Really good children.
Good followers. That was good for their time. It was good. It's a time. See, God got a plan, and that's why He sent a new wave of children to do what they got to do in this new world.
What do you mean? Why do you think God sent that wave of children? This is gonna be a long video.
I don't know why. You know what I'm saying? Asking me to ponder the decisions of God. I don't know.
I don't think God. Well, okay. Well, okay.
And I feel the same way. Like I feel like children definitely owe adults respect. You for sure. But on the same note, I feel adults owe kids twice as much as respect.
Why twice as much?
Because you teach because you're the example.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And look at you. You're the elder. Look at the child. The child is new. You know because you're the teacher. So much more is expected of you. You've had so much time to perfect controlling yourself. You know what I'm saying?
But
developing self-control.
Parents are not perfect.
Of course not. I'm just saying how I feel about, okay. Because I know it's old school that, you know what I'm saying, just a parent feel like they can just disrespect a kid and, the kid just got to respect and all that or whatever. It's both ways, because I said so. No, you owe the child a respect for telling them why that you telling them to do something.
But just like, what's his name from Black Ink? He told his daughter, y'all know about this, I'm pretty sure y'all heard about it online. He told his daughter to clean the kitchen. And she said that she was about to take a shower first. But I feel like she could have did that in a whole nother way. She could have been like, is it okay if I take a shower first? You talking to your dad. He told you to go and clean the dishes. You should have said, is it okay if I take a shower first? Not I'm about to go take a shower.
Turn it down, buddy.
Not I'm about to go and take a shower and, I'm about to take a shower first and that's it, and then you get your dishes done after I take my shower. No. You have to have some type of respect. You know what I'm saying? Like, is it okay if I take a shower first? And I'm pretty sure he wouldn't have had a problem with that. Them dishes wouldn't go nowhere. I'm sure he wouldn't have had a problem with that. But I feel like the kids nowadays they just be taking it. You know what I'm saying? Like they just, I don't know. They got this puff.
How old is you?
16 or was it 16 or 17? That age.
Yeah.
16, 17, something like that.
Any other culture, they ought to be married off and have kids of their own while they acting grown. They will be grown. America baby until they 18, so it's like you had that bucking going on because you got an adult in the house.
Oh my!
But legally
goodness. They're not. And I don't understand parents that allow their kids to cuss too. Like I don't know. It just wouldn't make me feel all warm and cozy. I think it's unnecessary, honestly. Like if you want to cuss, wait till you get out of your parents' house to cuss. Don't be cussing. Jaden, can you turn the TV down a little bit, please? Please? Thank you. Yeah, like, don't cuss around your parents. Like, have that much respect for your parents.
I mean, that's a such thing. It's just,
No.
Cussing ain't gotta be.
Don't cuss around your parents. That's something you don't have to do. You don't have to do that.
It's just, it ain't even cut. Like, there's a certain. Like, if I'm mad at somebody and I'm sitting there cussing about this month, and all that, like, I can see.
See, now that's something
that's cussing.
See, certain words you can say, but certain words you just shouldn't. Like the F word, the MFs. Now you can probably say hell around your parents. That's about it. That's about all I'm saying.
What about shit? What's wrong with shit?
No. You could probably say it around your mama, but I wouldn't.
In my family, the only time somebody really cussing if it's the F-bomb. That's when it comes out of cussing. Or B.
And I've heard your mama say, watch your mouth when you would say the F word.
Yeah,
you shouldn't say that around your mama.
I mean, it's just regular talk. It ain't even, it's just like adjectives.
No.
It is.
But some stuff, like, you don't have to do that, though. Not around your mama now. Not around your mama. Like,
if I say F that, I'm just saying no. I'm not like cuss. I'm just...
I don't think it's language. Right. Y'all let us know in the comments what y'all think, okay?
Another form of hell now. You know what I'm saying?
No.
It's not.
Well, just say hell no. Like, anyway, we gotta go because this. Jay, can you turn the TV down, son, please?
Please,
it's like
buddy.
you turn it right back up as soon as you turn it down. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please do what? Thumbs up this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. For everyday videos. Everyday videos. Hey, hey, and we'll see you guys on tomorrow. Peace.
Y'all come back now.
You hear? Bye, y'all.